Here we go, my most amazing second grade artists. We're going to start a snowman project. I love this project because it's a different view of the snowman than you usually see. When we see snowmen, we think about seeing them from straight on. So we see all three layers, like layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. But this snowman, we see from the top of his head down. So it's a different perspective. Perspective is how you see something. So our perspective is from, like we're a bird looking straight down on this snowman. Here's how we're gonna start it today. First thing, this little piece of paper is what the snowman's gonna go on. We're gonna watercolor this and then sprinkle salt. So we're gonna do blue watercolor and then sprinkle salt along the outside. Do not worry about sprinkling salt in the middle because you are only going to see the outside. This cup is the size of my tracer for my bottom of my snowman body. So you can see that if you dump salt right here, boom, you're not gonna see it. So here we go. In painting stations, you'll paint this, you'll sprinkle it with salt after you write your name on the back. And then it'll go to the drying rack. At your tables, while you're waiting to paint, there are 3 different things you're gonna trace today. You're gonna trace the big end of this red cup, you're gonna trace the Play-Doh lid, and you're gonna trace half of this Easter egg. These are the 3 layers of his body. So I'm going to trace the bottom of his body. I'm going to trace the middle of his body. And I'm going to trace his head. Now, our snowman is outside, and sometimes that snow is going to look a little bit blue. So we're gonna do a cool technique today where we're going to use oil pastel. After you have traced your 3 layers, you are going to use 2 different values of blue. You're going to use a darker blue and a lighter blue. I'm going to take the dark blue and trace right around the outside of the body. All 3 I'm going to trace around the outside, nice and dark. And then the small one as well. This is his head. Okay. Then I'm going to do a follow the leader line on the inside. So I want these to touch. I want to have them close together because this is going to make it look like he has little snowy shadows, or the light is making his layers look a little bit dark. I'm gonna do my 3rd layer. Notice I'm not doing it like over here. It's touching that dark blue. When you have it this far, you're gonna take your finger and you're going to gently rub the 2 layers of oil pastel. And when you do that, it is going to make it soft and a little bit looking like snow. Isn't that cool? So when you rub, it's going to soften it and make it look snowy. This is a really neat effect. I'm going to do it to the 3rd layer. There we go. Okay, so you're going to do that as well. Oh my gosh, Mrs. Garner forgot her name, because your name has to be on the back of this as well. And then the one other thing that you can do for his face, take a black oil pastel. Because we are looking straight down on him, his eyes are not going to be right here because this is the top of his head. So his eyes are going to be over to the side. His nose will be right here, and we'll cut that out next week. And then his little smile will be right on the edge, and then his nose will go right here next week. These are the steps that you can take today. When you're done, we're going to put these in your table clip so that we don't lose them. We're going to watercolor and salt, draw our 3 snowmen pieces, and oil pastel.